guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be doing a foundation review on the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. So let's go ahead and get into it and I will share with you guys my thoughts. Okay, so let's talk. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation with vitamins. It says vitamin E, B3, B5, antioxidants, SPF 20. This formula hydrates and includes a complex of SPF 20 vitamins and an antioxidant and is oil-free. It says it's lightweight, full coverage. I do have this shade, let me not blind you guys. I'll do an up close like of the bottle so you guys can see it, but this is the shade 705 Ivory. I will say that I feel like the shade range did run a little bit dark. This I think is the second shade in the line, so that's just something to be aware of if you're a more fair kind of chick. The packaging on this, die over. It is beautiful. It has like this pump and it's like gold and white, really gorgeous. I will say that this was $12.99 at Walgreens, so that's what I paid for it. I'm sure it would be cheaper other places, and if you use like a coupon or something. So this says that it's hydrating, which I was a little nervous about because I'm an oily girl, and then, but it did say it was oil-free, so I was like, okay. This foundation is really pretty. It's what I'm wearing today. It does say that it's full coverage, and I don't know if I completely agree with that claim. I think it's more of like a medium coverage. You can build it up a little bit, but it definitely does let your skin kind of peek through a little bit. So if you have a lot of discoloration, I don't think it would cover that. I have some like right in around my cheeks, just like acne scarring and stuff, and you still can kind of see that through it. So I don't think it's completely full coverage, but I do think that it is very lightweight. It doesn't feel very heavy on the skin. It does like set. It doesn't feel like super cakey and gross. It wears really beautifully throughout the day as well. I have worn this where I haven't powdered throughout the day at all, which that was intense. And then I have also powdered on top of this throughout the day, and it looks beautiful both ways. Obviously the powdered version is better, just because my oils, you know, they do break through. They can kind of break up the foundation. But I did notice that like sometimes with foundations, when my oil starts to break through, it can look very like cakey almost and like separated and gross. This kind of wore off more evenly, so I was really impressed with that. And I was honestly very scared that this was going to oxidize because the CoverGirl Outlast foundation, I really like that formula, but it oxidized like crazy on my skin. If you don't know what oxidizing is, it's kind of when the foundation turns color throughout the day and it will turn darker and warmer. So that foundation did that really, really crazy. And so I was like, is this gonna do it? But it didn't. It did not oxidize on me at all. I really like it. I think it wore beautifully. I have tried applying this with a brush and with a sponge, and I like both ways. I typically do my foundation with a sponge, so I just like it better that way. But I usually like all foundations better with a damp sponge than with a brush. But it didn't look streaky with a brush. It had the same amount of coverage. So I think no matter how you like to do your foundation, it will work with this one. The shade range is very wide. Let me actually pull out, you know what? I'll put how many shades on the screen because I don't want to make you guys sit here while I look it up. But I want to say there were probably like 12 to 15 different shades. And like I said, they did run pretty deep, but I'm pretty fair and ivory works pretty well for me. And if you are a dark skin girl or you have olive skin, you will love this shade range because it definitely caters to you a lot, which I really like to see that in the drugstore because I feel like oftentimes, you know, it does kind of pull a little bit more for the light skin chicks. You are just getting one fluid ounce, so it's pretty standard. And it does have an SPF in it, so that's great for every day. Not great for flash photography though. And another thing I really liked about it was that it does have the expiration date on the back. So you don't have to like think about when you bought this and like think like, okay, how many months has it been or how many years? You know, it just says November of 18. So it just tells you when it expires, which is really nice. I think that's just a lot easier than like the little thing on the back that tells you how many months it's good for, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember what month I bought things or like how long I've had things. So I like when it just says the date. I think this foundation's really, really pretty. I think it is obviously a little bit more expensive compared to some other foundations that have been on the market. The price will probably drop as it's been on the market longer, but it's definitely not the most expensive foundation at the drugstore. So I don't know. I really like it. Let me know if you guys have tried it and what your thoughts are. I love the packaging. I think it looks so high end. I really, really love this. So this is definitely a hit. I also did try the new CoverGirl Total Tease Mascara recently. I did a full first impressions on that. So that video will be linked for you guys if you want to check that out. I am wearing this foundation in that video, and that was the video, or that was the day that I didn't touch up at all. So at the end of the day, when you see me looking pretty oily, it is because I didn't touch up, but this foundation is really pretty. It's just like a very nice natural finish. It's not super mattifying. It's not like super glowy. There's no like shimmer or anything in it. So it's just a really good natural finish, medium coverage foundation, and I really like it. So again, let me know if you guys have tried it in the comments below and what your thoughts are. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!